Good morning, Bengals fans, and happy game day to you. We got an awesome guest here for you today. We got Mr. Third Down, Mark Walters, waiting in the background for us. Bridget, how you feeling? First off, welcome back because you said Disneyland or Disney World. I was
Disney
getting backwards.
World, yeah.
Disney World.
And brought the Houday Nation joy and love. Most fun thing though, I know we got to get to the intro. Most fun thing a week ago today, I was at Animal Kingdom, like kind of run walking, whatever they allow you to do to get to Pandora to ride that sweet whatever the Avatar ride is. And we start getting in line, and right across from me is a gentleman in a Joe Burrow jersey
Oh,
t-shirt
nice.
thing. And so we're able to hooday. And then there was a Steelers fan about 10 behind me, and we tried to make their life pretty miserable, that line. So cheers. Good morning.
Well done, Bridget. So let's roll this intro and let's get this thing going.
We definitely have some of the greatest fans, and it doesn't go unrecognized. But first I tell them run it out of Tampa through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex. Can you guys hear me now?
There it is.
Yes!
Hey, there we go.
We did it! My mom, by the way.
Oh, hi, Mom.
I blew my mind. I'm like, yeah, baby, let's go, let's go.
I like this. I like it. There we go.
There we go.
Oh man, things got weird already.
I call up Nigeria.
I don't want to keep up with everything, but everybody
Boys don't come
do
to you should get worried.
Y'all see.
Move, find yourself, they getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name.
Tyler, I think we got you on mute.
There we go.
You're good.
Now I'm hearing the intro in my headphones now, so let's try to battle through this.
You might have the YouTube channel up on another screen.
Oh, crap.
Whitney's taught
all
me
right.
all about that.
All right, we're gonna battle through this for here a second, and then I'll back out and try to get this straightened out. All right. So, anyways, good morning, guys. Whitney is currently out. She is down in Tampa Bay, enjoying the game. Man, this is distracting.
She's had it happen to her before. Yeah, Whitney's
Oh
in
God.
Tampa. I'm so disappointed. I want to be hanging out with the ladies of the Houday Nation who look like they're having the time of their lives on the ocean or the Gulf or wherever they are. I don't know what coast Tampa's on.
Oh God. Yeah, it looks like they're having a good time. We got an awesome guest here today. Most of you who have been to the stadium this year definitely seen him on Third Down. He's been coined Mr. Third Down. Let's just go ahead and bring him in here. Mark,
Hey
how we
guys,
doing?
good morning, Tyler and Bridget. How we doing this morning? Good morning, Houday Nation.
Good morning.
We're doing fantastic here. Hopefully, you got a awesome game coming our way today. Hopefully, get a win.
Yeah, definitely win. And like Bridget, I wish we was down there too. And all that. I have friends down there and all that stuff. They're having a blast. They're having a good time. Big old Jim, Houday baby, who live in Tampa and all that stuff. Ken, Ken David, his wife, and all them guys. I mean, but hey, wait till the playoff and Super Bowl. That's all that matters. That's the games we want to go to.
That's the one I'm saving my money for. Right? And my brother just texted me ticket prices for a wild card divisional and AFC championship. I was like, ugh.
Well,
Yeah,
like I told the Bingham Brewer, let's get that first seed home field advance and let the AFC champs come to us and let's win it.
Hell yeah! Oh, I would love to see the AFC Championship game in Cincinnati.
It's wild, right, though, to see us moving up. If you would have looked at 13 weeks ago, the conversations we were having, to then following the Browns game last night, and you see number 3 seed. This is just, this season is giving me a lot of good matching vibes from last year. Though, Tyler, you may have to have me on Bengals fan counseling, because I had a total identity crisis last night when I found myself on 2 to 3 plays, like cheering for Nick Chubb. Like, go. And I was like, oh, who am I? No. So there's,
Well, like I was,
I'm inner turmoil right now.
well, like I was telling people on Twitter last night, we weren't rooting for the Browns to win. We were just rooting for the Ravens to lose.
There you go.
That's how I get through that mental
playing the
battle.
Ravens, you know. I mean, but
Ah, shoot. Well, hey, lots to talk about here this morning. Obviously, Mark, you've become very popular this season. Like I said in the quick little intro we did, obviously you're on the Jumbotron every third down. I got to ask you, man, like, what is your morning routine like? Because like it's not just third down, and like we was talking about, before we went live here. People know you as Mr. Third Down, but I think you're more Mr. Defense, because you are going hard every defensive snap for 4 quarters, and I don't know how you do it, man. So, like, what is your pregame routine? How do you get up for this?
well, I mean, nobody don't give no love to the defense. I mean, everybody's all about offense, want to score high points and all that stuff. You know, Joe Burrow, Jamal Chase, Ty Boyd, T. Higgins, and all that stuff. Hey, we love the offense. But the defense don't get any love and all that stuff. Oh, what we got here?
As some of the D line.
Oh, is that when Tony it was like the Tony Tiger fundraiser, like bowling. It was like what, last month? That was it. You know,
This was just me, Jess, and Cap. And the D line is maybe the greatest group of guys you could ever want
right?
to hang out with. So
I bet,
I'm right
I
there with
bet.
you, Mark, giving them all the love.
Oh, you
all
got to.
season.
Well,
All season.
You know, I mean, what were we? Top 5 defense, and Lou, defense coordinator, is doing an amazing job. I mean, when Mike Zimmer left us, took the Vikings job, that was a big question for me. It's like, I mean, our defense is going to be at the top 5, you know, are we going to ball out like he did and all that stuff? But Lou, he's doing an amazing job. I mean, like I told the Being a Boo last night, his second half adjustment, it just wowed me. Because he do on the fly, and I'll tell you, because being a coach, you got to do stuff on the fly. Because you can prepare the offense that whole week, and they just come out and do different stuff. And after that, you know, Lou and the different coaches get together and say, hey, look, we need to chain up and all that stuff. But yeah, but my routine is like, saying, defense. I want our stadium to be the hardest place to play at. Be loud every down, like make the offense fall. So make them guys keep barely hear each other. Even the linemen couldn't even hear each other right beside each other. And that's the whole point. And I go hard every time, every down, every like open drive, first down. Get up, get everybody's going. Then after that yell, then third down, wave my towel. Well, I wave my towel on first open drive, but third down, fourth down, whatever we do, get everybody going, get everybody excited, get everybody rowdy. Because it's been a long time Bengals see us get rowdy at the game, so like we have a winning team. And we should be proud, and we should be behind these guys 100%. And the players, they feed off that. Because I used to play football back in the day. I feed off the people energy. It's election and all that stuff. And, last year, the playoff game, that probably was the best game I've been to a long time. Because that stadium was super loud and all that stuff. And we came out top win and bugged the curse, since 1991 and all that stuff. But, all them years I was wearing like Andy Dalton, AJ Green, all the offense. But like when Andy left, he was my favorite player all time and all that stuff. But now Sam Hubbard, High State boy, Cincinnati native, I just like he is a great player, a great deal, a great person. He do stuff for the foundation, all that stuff. He do great things for his city, all that stuff. Because that's his. He was born and raised and all that stuff. And Sam Hubbard, he's my favorite player right now. And I mean, Shane Henson, all them guys, Logan Wilson. I mean, like I say, we got to give defense some love because they win the game.
And they're stacked, right? I mean, so Whitney, who, again, I miss you dearly. I wish you were here. Actually, that's not true. I wish I was there.
Yeah.
If we're doing this in the order of operations, I really wish I was there and then that she was here.
We all wish we was there. We could do the show in Tampa, you know.
That
That'd
would
be
have been
sweet.
dope.
We'll have
But
to do a beach show next year.
what?
We'll have to do a beach show next year.
Oh yes,
Well, we do play Jacksonville Jaguar next year, and I'm hoping to go down there and all that stuff. I've never been to Florida, you know.
Oh,
There
you'll
we
find
go.
me. You know, Jacksonville has a pool at their
Yes.
stadium, so
Yes.
you can find me there, just hanging out, umbrella drink, all
Hey.
orange
We'll get-
drinks.
We'll get a Bengals private cabana next year.
Yes,
okay,
I'm down with that.
now
I'll
I'm
put
like-
some money in that.
Let's just get the Super Bowl win and then go on to Jacksonville.
Yep,
These
go
are
out to
the two highlights of the season. But Whit, bless her heart, because I was at the Magic Kingdom on Sunday afternoon, was texting me updates. She'd be like, "Oh, okay, this just happened. Okay, this just happened." And what my overall takeaway was, dang, the defense is the side of the ball that is keeping us in this game. And then, of course, like days later, I went back and watched, but in every game that's felt tight or a little booty clenching, the defense is the one that's really, really taken us home. And it's funny, Mark, because when you were like, well, you know, we've got this guy, you start getting to like all 11 and you're like, oh, damn, our defense is stacked.
Well, football is a team sport. You gotta have 11 guys work together and all that stuff, you know. And football is the most team sport at any sport ever. Basketball is individual. You gotta have people score individual, you know, points and all that. Hockey, soccer, and all that stuff. But football is a team sport. All 11 guys got to come together, gel, and all that stuff. And our team is gelling. Even both sides of the ball. Our offense linemen, they are gelling finally. Because like I told the Bingham Brewer last night, they didn't play preseason. So them guys was trying to get used to each other, trying to get that connection and all that stuff. I mean, we all was at that first game. They play sloppy. Even Joe, everybody plays sloppy. But defense, they kind of like rise up, challenge, kept us in the game to win the game and all that stuff. But football is a team sport, and everybody should know this. Not individual and all that stuff. Because one man do bad, everything the whole play just go down. That's what my old former football coach say. You know, all 11 guys got to do their job. If one person mess up, the play, that play be, you're not going to do any positive thing going on.
Mark, what position did you play?
I play offense lineman, so
okay.
The offensive linemen don't like, we all the ugly, mahard, smash now, get all buddy knuckle. We're not like the secondary. I call them the putty boys and all that stuff, they think they get all the goods and all that stuff. But the linemen, we get the women, we get the real deal and all that stuff. But, like I play, like we have an all-state running back in my high school, and I went to Lima Shawnee. I better say Lima Shawnee because I can't, because people say Swing Chill Son. But all-state running back, he gave us a lot of credit, us linemen, because, without him, getting yardage, and all that stuff. And I told my running backs, hey, look, we give you first 10 yards, but 15, 20, 30, the second level, that's all you, buddy. But I'll try to come down blocking. But, yeah, like linemen don't get the love, but, hey, the linemen's the one that win the game. The Trenton, even offense and defense, the Trenton, that's the big key. And us Bengals, we have that. And, we have a beastly D tackle, DJ Reed, who comes back from injury. He been an impact player, stopping, Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, and all that stuff. That Tennessee game, he said it statement. He told Derrick Henry's like, who I am. And that just fired us fans up and all that stuff, because he sent a statement like, I'm here for Rex, and he's gonna be all pro, probably Pro Bowl and all that stuff. And we got Sam Hubbard, Trent Henson, BJ Hill, all them guys. I mean, them four guys is doing great for us, putting some pressure on the quarterbacks and all that stuff.
I'm glad you bring up that offensive line, because it's one thing to have 5 individuals on an offensive line, and then it's another thing to have 5 working pieces together. Mm-hmm. And you've seen that transform over the season. I mean, week 1, we had 5 individuals, very talented individuals, but they didn't know. I mean, you got to know when the guy to your left and right is stepping, and we was just a hot mess to come out.
Yes.
And now look, we got Mixon and P. Ryan going off every week, and it's again that cohesion between the offensive linemen has just opened up so much for this offense, and it's a thing of beauty.
Well, and I think what we continue to see is Burrow being able to have that extra second or so, second and a half, to be able to throw the ball. And what was it? Was it Peter Schrager? No, it was someone else talking about, oh, it was Dan Orlovsky, I think, this week, talking about Burrow and how you have like Mahomes who can do those crazy throws, and Josh Allen who seems to be able to get out of, any situation. Herbert's got the crazy arm. Joe Burrow, and this was a comparison to Tom Brady he was making, just kind of has it all and is so smart to be able to read the field, read his guys, and make really sound football choices. And I think with more than anything, the O line being able to gel and serve as that unit as opposed to individual players is how we've been able to go 9-2 in the last 11 games.
Yes.
And because we continue to be stacked in a lot of places. I mean, the fact that Trenton Irwin has 3 tutties in the last 3-4 games, something like that. Chris Evans was able to get that sweet touchdown against the Chiefs. Is that right? The games
Yeah,
are starting.
Chief. Yeah.
The games are starting to blend together a little bit at this point in the season. But I just think, the O-line was a really huge piece to fit into the puzzle. And once it got there, it was all beautiful and complete.
Yes. And the beauty about it, we got people from free agency alignment. And you guys know, Bengals, we never do good in the free agency. And I think like Mike Brown, Katie Blackburn, all them guys, and Duke got together like, hey, look, we got to get some big time name people. And I think that's Joe Burrow came in town. I think everybody want to play with Joe Burrow. They want to play with a winning quarterback. And you guys know he got that cocky attitude, but he is calm, cool, collected. I mean, I watched him play his senior year down Ohio State, down the state championship, and that kid was dropping dime. And I was just laying back, like, that's why he's going to Ohio State, and and he went to Ohio State, broke his hand and wrist and all that, so went to LSU. Then I was there, it's like, what if he plays Sunday? What if he played for the Bengals and look down the road, he's playing with us and all that stuff. So yeah, it's amazing, all that stuff. See that.
Yeah, it's really honestly just a true blessing to have Joe Burrow on our team, because he just changes the whole dynamic of any team. You could put him on any team and he finds a way to win. That's just his demeanor.
Yeah, well, I was watching this one video on Fox Sport. I forget what Andy, and he picked 3 guys. If you have to pick, if we're down 9 seconds left, and he'd say Tom Brady, Mahomes, and Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow up top. That if you need to win the last game win drive or getting in field goal range, that's the guy. And Joe Burrow is our guy,
Oh yeah.
I saw a Cincy Beat article that said Joe Burrow is now America's thirst trap too.
Really?
Oh, I missed that.
I did not see that, but I might have to check that out.
And then he was in, he was only behind like Serena Williams and someone else, and like top Googled players. Was it the New York Times put him on the 100 most fashionable?
Oh,
something like
that. We all
that.
know his fashion. It's wild,
But I feel like he's just bringing, we're getting to see who he is. And I love, some people I think it's some cockiness, but I love watching him in his pressers. And was it Wednesday when it's like, he's Tom, I'm Joe?
Yeah.
I just feel like that's who he is. He doesn't want to be compared. He just wants to be who he is with the guys who are in orange and black with him. And I just really respect that.
Oh yeah. That was a great comment by him, because he can say, "Oh, I'm better Tom Brady than when he was age." No, it's he just, like you say, he just want to be himself. He want to make a name himself, and he is making a name himself. He's going to be all pro. Probably maybe hopefully a Hall of Famer, but when I hope we win a couple of Super Bowl with him. He deserved it and all that stuff. He got that urge and that drive to want to win the championship for Cincinnati, and that's great because he's a higher boy and all that stuff.
Yeah, Tyler, I saw you put up Derek's comment. It looked like Trent had maybe been to Florida before and knew what the
You see his
knew what
outfit?
the task was.
You see his outfit yesterday?
I think he was watching Ace Ventura.
Yes.
That's exactly what I thought. It's like good for him. Good for
I hope
him.
I hope he did the the Ace Ventura strut when he walked off the plane
He
too.
probably didn't know him and all that stuff, you know. I mean, that's winning. You do fun stuff and all that stuff. Like, I mean, look at Cook Cousin, man. Airplane, shirt off, drew. I was like,
Gold chains.
yeah, I was like, Cook Cousin, this is what you do, buddy. That they're having fun. You win, you have fun and all that stuff. You lose, it's no fun and all that stuff. And we've been through that past in the early 90s, you know, in mid 90s and all that stuff. When Carson Palm and all them guys come down, when Marv Loon's coaching, we would start winning all that stuff, make the playoff, could get over that hump. And when Andy AJ Green came around, we went 5 straight playoff. And with the talent we have right there, we didn't win one game with them guys in the playoff. But when Joe Burrow and all them guys came in town, I mean, last season, you talked to me last season, I would say, hey, I'll be happy if we get at least over 500. But I did not expect us to make a run till like maybe mid-season, like later again, we play a lot of things ready in the regular season. It's like, dude, we have a chance to make a run in the playoff if we get in. And I told people, if we won that first playoff game, I think we can make it to the Super Bowl. And I mean, last year was amazing. This year, it's a mission. It's a mission because they've been there before. They had that taste, and they was this close. I mean, this close. If we blocked Donald for like maybe 2-3 seconds, and everybody saw Jim Ramsey fell, and you see Chase wide open, I mean,
I can't talk about that yet.
it's
trauma.
It was heartbroken, you know. But first on proud about last season, but you know, this year, let's get the job done and let's get the mission accomplished.
I want to ask a question since the three of us we go to all the games. We're bringing that jungle energy. What was your favorite moment in the jungle last year? And how is that compared to your favorite moment this year so far?
Last year, it'd be that playoff game. Win that first playoff game. Because I went to the Jets, the Chargers, the Steelers playoff game that we was this close to winning and all that stuff. And everybody know the story, what happened, all that stuff. But that playoff game meant so much to me because just seeing us, you know, just getting the playoff and losing, it's like, it's frustrating. It's like, we got the talent, but that stadium was loud and crazy. Then, like, I took my brother to the game. My brother used to go to the game. You know, he's married, had 2 kids, you know, understandable, you know, get the family come first, you know, and all that stuff. And I took him to that game. It meant so special to me because me and him went through all that pain, suffering, and all that stuff, and see that win, enjoy that win with it, enjoy the people around it. I mean, when like I couldn't cry because it was just the moment of we was crown nights, like we won a playoff game, and you know, and we're going to the next round, all that stuff, and hugging people, you know, kissing women on cheeks and all that stuff, you know, and giving guys high five, even hugging guys, picking people up, you know, and just join that moment, that win, that and it just set off for this season, all that stuff. Because I was just when football season, I was like, man, when football season started, like I was so ready. I was so ready. You know,
it's a long summer.
It is a long summer, but it come here and the sad part, football season get here, it goes super fast. Because we're in what week we're in right now? Like what, 15?
Yeah,
like
15,
it's 14 or
15.
15.
Yeah, 14, 15, you know. And like last year, we made it to the Super Bowl. It's like, wow, we're gonna have a short season, you know, short season, you know, short off season because we was in playing football in February. So yeah, and I hope we get back there again and all that stuff. And you know, you guys know when the whole thing and all that stuff. But yeah, the playoff game last year set a tempo you know, of this year, you know, and I was pumped, excited, and it's like, hey, look, we have that playoff atmosphere. Let's use that for the regular season, and let's just keep on going every home game to make noise and, like a toy, make all statement the hard plays. That, you know, like Kansas City Chiefs, their statement is so loud. Like I know some people, they went to that game, it's super loud. I want to be like that. I want to be us noise. I want the sports news people to say, coming to Cincinnati is hard to play, you know, so because you can barely even hear, you know, so. Like, and that's that's what I do. I get everybody rowdy, and that's what I want. Get everybody pumped, and that's why this whole thing got started. You know, because it's like I didn't meant like all this stuff is it's the fan. Is the fans who, you know, put me out there and all that stuff. I'm just go to the game, have fun, and make some noise. And that's why our fan base is the greatest fan base ever. Because we recognize people. We put we're gonna give them love, and I appreciate all the bingo fans who give me all the love and support. And like my phone not been stopped blowing up since. I mean, I had to turn my phone about 2-3 times to try to comment and all that stuff. Yeah. Like last year playoff, it was the best moment, and just lead up to this season and all that stuff.
Tyler, what was yours?
I mean, if you would have asked me during the regular season, it would have been, Evan McPherson's field goal against the Chiefs, but it was just like everything slowly ascended, and then like that playoff game, I don't know if anything can top that game. I mean, the weekend was perfect. Just everything I did. I went down to Cincinnati for the night before the fan meetup, and then there was just such a different feel to the city, and I've never felt that before going down there. And then that game. I mean, I got to get this thing hung up yet, but
I love that.
Awesome.
there we go. I can start. I gotta get that hung up.
That is awesome.
But yeah, there's nothing. I mean, until we win an AFC Championship game in Cincinnati or win a Super Bowl, I don't know if anything can top that game. It's probably one of the coolest sporting events I've ever been to, and I think it's accelerated our fan base. Well, I mean, it's obviously accelerated our fan base, but at leaving that game, I was like, I don't think I can hear the stadium get any louder. And then week 1 against Pittsburgh, I was like, holy shit, I might need to start bringing earplugs to every game. And it just like the closer we get to the end of the season here, it feels like it gets louder and louder. So if we get a home playoff game this year, I can't imagine what it's going to be like.
Oh, yeah.
If we get a home AFC Championship game, I can't imagine what it's going to be like, and I can't wait for that moment. I'm hoping we're on the verge of it, but yeah, that game is always going to be special in my heart.
Oh yeah, I cried enough for everybody at that game. I had a few vodkas over the course of the afternoon, and so I think I ran through like all the way up to like 9th Street. And do you remember they gave us those like pom poms?
Yeah.
Whatever.
I didn't get one, so I don't know.
Well, that's probably because I took like everybody's.
Well, I got my towels.
And I was just running through the streets, and there are pictures of me. I think like stoplights, crosswalks, no concern of mine. It's just like, we won. It was a great day. You know what I will say? One of my favorite moments, though, last season was Hilton's pick 6 during the Steelers game. And then that Steelers game overall, I think that was the Sunday after Thanksgiving last year. Mm-hmm. And for me, because we had already had a really nice Steelers win in Pittsburgh, we had the nice Baltimore win in Baltimore. And there was something about that game, that moment in that game, that really solidified for me, like, this team has turned. This team is something else, something new. And these teams that used to be incredibly hard for us to beat in any kind of sustainable way, that's not the challenge anymore. We certainly, like, it's not like we can dominate them every single game. I don't imagine that'll be the case. But that game just was like a real tipping point. And I feel like it kind of escalated me into my excitement for the rest of this season. But that was a really fun one to watch.
Absolutely. And where did I want to segue with this? Going back to that playoff game here a little bit, just like that final drive there by the Raiders. I mean, like, we got fans that are going hard every game, but just like that moment, it was just like, I need this game to end right here because I don't think I can cheer for another down. And I'm like screaming till like I'm like getting lightheaded. And I look over, I see Mark doing his thing. I'm like, all right, I can't. And it's like that every game, Mark. I look over, I'm like, okay, I'm about ready to black out. And then I see you, and I'm like, all right, I think I can go a little bit harder this time. So,
just give him one more time. I told people, like, just give me one more.
I don't know how long I didn't have my. I think my voice was gone until about until the Titans game the following week. But yeah, Good
Yeah,
times.
my boys don't even get back to like Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. And what sucks is we have a Sunday home game, then we have a Thursday night game. A home game is like, oh great, it's like 100%. It's like, but let's just keep on yelling, you know.
So okay, so as far as obviously you've grabbed a lot of people's attention this year. How long have you been down in 156 doing your thing?
Well, I was normally when I got season ticket, I normally was over at 126.
Okay.
And then I was like, you know what? And them guys, I mean, no offense, them guys, great. And I've been hearing on the other side, on the corner what I sit at, they make a lot of noise. They're crazy. I was like, you know what? I'm moving over there. And where the Bengals come out, like I want to be on that side and all that. Don't get me on the other end zone people. I getting all the love, but some reason I was sitting over there, they was not rowdy like what we at right now. So I moved over to there. And since then, like I think I moved over there back in 2018, I think. And since then, I sit around with amazing people. The Bengal fans, season ticket holders, like they're awesome people. Got to know the background, they know the family and all that stuff. And shout out to people around me that have to deal with me all the time with my crazy and my anti, as I'm surprised they not got sick of telling me. It's like, hey, you need to cool down. I think someone did tell me to cool down at one point, but I just kept on going. It's like, you know what? Whatever, let him do his thing, and all that stuff.
You can't cool down fire.
No, you can't. You can't. And it's a football game. It's not a tennis game or golf. We got to be quiet and do a little golfing. No, we're gonna crap cheer. We're gonna yell our head off. We might say words, crazies stuff and all that stuff. But I preach to people around it, like Section 156. We are like we are forced to reckoning and all that stuff. And 158. That's where you said that you guys are. I mean, that side statement, like we are the craziness people, and I love our side of the end zone. Hopefully the other side they get crazy and they get rowdy like us, but all in, we're the crazy one. But yeah, so since then I've been sitting in 156 row forward, and I love every minute. I would never move. Hopefully get down to row one, but if not, I love my seat. I love the people I sit with. So
well, Mark, I'm sad I am missing out on that. So I moved out of 156 this season.
You did?
I was row 42, seats 1 and 2. For 7 or 8 years. And then we moved over. We're now in 116, but we're in row 12. So
so you got a little bit low. I mean, that's probably I understand you want to get closer to the field. I mean, it's crazy. It's like this is my since 2016. I mean, 6-7 years. I'm in row 4, and I mean, it's imagine like I'm that close and all that stuff. Like
you've got to see some great touchdowns from that van.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
That's when you get to see some really, really good stuff.
Exactly.
I kept telling my brother, like, kind of like those last years of Marvin Lewis. I was like, hey, one of these years we're going to get this thing turned around, and we're not going to be able to move our seats. It's like let's just keep upgrading and let's get this thing as close as possible. Right. Fortunately, we got down to row 14 and 156, which if Bengal Jim is watching, 156 is better than 158. I gotta give him that little shit.
Don't be wrong.
He always gives me shit about that. He's like, 158's better. I'm like, no. But yeah, I love 156, and I love the awesome people that we sit around. We've sat by them for 2 seasons now, and Mark, like you said, it's just a giant family now. Like every time we see the people behind us, unfortunately, the 2 seats in front of us are scalpers, but we get some interesting characters in there. But the people behind us are phenomenal, and it feels like a giant family over there. So it's the benefits of being a season ticket holder.
Oh yeah.
So if someone hasn't been able to get to the jungle for a game and wants to, maybe wondering, is it crazy? Is it hard to park? Why would we tell them, why would we tell a fan, even if they only get to come to 1 game in a season, why should they come to Paycor and be in the jungle with us?
Because I mean, it's like I say, we have a winning team. The game is so much fun. Like we get rowdy and all that stuff. And the Vincent team come in town, I I welcome them. I don't try to talk trash and all that stuff. Like the visiting team, I welcome them and all that stuff. And I want them enjoying a good time at All Statement. I don't want us treat them like jerks and all that stuff. I mean, come to the game. Park is not hard. I mean, I park at Longwood Hall and all that stuff. That's why I tailgate super early. Like I told Tyler, we start taking around 7, 8 o'clock in the morning and all that stuff. So yeah, like I want us to be a friendly atmosphere, and people enjoy coming to our stadium. Even the visit teams and all that stuff. And I treat them guys well. I treat them this way because that's their team. They're ruining. They do something good. I'm not gonna yell at them and all. I say no. Like we did something bad. We didn't, capitalize. We made a mistake and all that stuff.
No, I'll echo Mark's words here. And every section that I've sat in, I've been in 5 or 6 different sections now since me and my brother started being season ticket holders. And that's like one thing that I try to emphasize is, you're paying $80-$90, maybe hell, if you're buying off a third party, you may be paying up to $200 or $400, whatever it is. You're paying all this money to go to a stadium to enjoy a sport. Like win or lose, yeah, the losing sucks, but like just enjoy the experience. Like just try and make it as awesome for yourself, the people around you as possible. Like I said, the 2 people in front of us, or the 2 seats in front of me, they're typically scalper seats. So we get last season we got a lot of opposing fans. This year we've been fortunate to get a lot of Bengals fans, but even the opposing fans, like I try to strike up a conversation. Hey, where are you guys from? Welcome to Cincinnati. Hopefully, you're enjoying your time. And we lose, shake their hand at the end, or win or lose, I shake their hand and tell them, good game or whatever, and best of luck to their team the rest of the season. So, and I think 156, 158 is, a great area. You got a lot of great people over there that are very respectful, to not only our own fan base, but opposing fan bases as well.
Right. Can I tell a quick story? So, like, I went to Nashville, Tennessee, and I'll tell you this: them guys down in Tennessee, they do not get loud. Like, literally, like, I was shocked. Like, I took a friend to the game, and I look at it as like, this is weird. Like Tennessee. I mean, don't get Tennessee Tyson. They got a good team, but they're not like us at all home stadium. Like, they are so quiet. Like, you can drop a pin, it can still hear it. And I was like, you guys are winning. You guys should be noisy. But I went down, they treat us well and all that stuff. And I asked, like, so what do you guys do? Do you guys stand up in the whole entire game? Do you sit down? Because, like, I don't know how they work and all that stuff. But, yeah, like, I went to that Tennessee game. It was shocking that they did not make it. Even third downs, like, it was like, it's like, really? This all you guys got? And you guys actually got a good team, and you're leading the division. Like, and see, that's so much different than all, all stadium, all game and all that stuff. But we get loud every time and all that stuff. But man, I mean, Tennessee fans, you gotta bump up your energy, man. It was shocking. Like, literally, it was shocking.
It's interesting. That's like one thing that I have noticed about the Titans. It seems like there's a lot of opposing fans that are able to take over that stadium, and it just seems like it's a consistent, like, year in, year out thing. I'm not going to say it's as bad as like Chargers home games, but it's still,
yeah.
All right, but I mean, it's interesting that. Well, I mean, you saw it last year for our playoff. Well, I guess you saw it this year too. It's just like Bengals fans were able to take over that stadium and at least like balance out the crowd noise a little bit. Got Megan here this morning.
Megan.
I'll give my couple local shout outs then. So always to the Jackpot Joey. You can't get better than the Jackpot Joey. So I got my Cincy hat finally. And I'm gonna say this. I've got like an odd shaped head. It's sort of like a pinhead. I got big ears. I don't know. This hat fits me perfectly. Like, I'm like, okay, I didn't order the black and the orange, and now I'm like, might have to. And then last, we're going to see if you can not see my sweatpants. Check out the black-owned long sleeve.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is the
I
new.
saw that
Look at
post on
this.
Wednesday. I saw
Me
I might
that.
be ordering
Cameron
that
and
after
team
this.
have
Great.
killed it with the new Stripes Don't Come Easy collection. I know they put some at the pro shop. The reversible bombers sold out really quickly, but I think he's got more coming. If you're in town at Kenwood Mall, they've had a pop up. But the new Stripes Don't Come Easy stuff is phenomenal.
It's crazy how all gear is like upgraded and all that stuff. Like you say, like what you wearing, that is dope. Like I should got one at the pro shop, but I spent so much money. It's like I look at my PC, it's like that's why I can't come here because I spend so much money, but it's worth it.
Meg, I saw your comment about hats. I don't know why. I got a weird thing with hats. Like, there's some where I'll just wear them and I get like headaches, like right here. So I don't know if I just have like an odd shaped head or what. But I still buy the hats. I absolutely love this hat. It is badass, and Ted Karras and those guys did an awesome job with these.
Ted Kennedy, he is balling up, and what you probably saw that video at the game in Tennessee. I was like, that's what I love his energy. He went. I don't know the whole story about he said screw Tennessee and all that stuff, but I love it, and that's what we need. We need players just come bring the energy. Just
they don't take no shit.
Watch that video and I laugh because some of my football players and friends like that's you right there. That's what you're playing. Yeah, that is definitely me.
I liked it because it was such a juxtaposition to Teddy K's, like how I think about his personality, which is like really polite and he just seems like he fits in the Midwest, and then, F you, right up yours, Tennessee. I'm going to say, I say that now for every game we play. So you better, I totally mimicked Ted Karras after the Kansas City game. So thank you. I saw someone, and I wish I could remember who it was, tweeted right after that video, like, Teddy K, thanks for bringing Up Yours back. Like, it had a little bit of a hibernation, and I loved that. It just felt so fitting.
90s WWE coming back a little bit.
The Attitude Era and all that stuff. That's when real wrestling was good and all that stuff. But now I don't even watch wrestling. It's bad. But that was amazing that Joe Moxon and Ray Young,
he did such an awesome job. I should say both of them did an awesome job.
They did. And I didn't know his wife do stuff for the Bengals Bobcats. I talked to my friend who worked for the Bengals, and I asked her she do stuff for the Bengals? Like, yeah, like that's amazing that she do stuff for that. And he's still wrestling. He's in the AEW, whatever,
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, because they're actually trying to bring back the old wrestling, blood and go through table and all that stuff. I watched a little bit of it, but I was not like back in the days like, oh, this is awesome, this is cool. But they did an amazing job with the jungle for the Chiefs.
Oh yeah,
it was perfect. You can't beat that.
I hope they bring him back for the playoffs because that was some energy right there.
Yes.
And then what was his comment? He had two awesome comments. One before the game, which was, I hope Patrick Mahomes pees his stupid little red pants or something like that. I was like, oh God, don't piss off Patrick.
Oh. Well, they've taken Jackson away from us, so I guess if we're gonna have to pick on a Mahomes now, it's the only one we've got.
Oh shoot! Hey, we're going on about 40 minutes here. Do you guys want to dive into some picks here?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm ready to go.
All right, let's see if I can find this graphic real quick while I stall just a little bit.
And I just want to say, if we would have done the picks prior to the games yesterday, I would have picked the Browns.
Same
Hands
here.
down, would have picked them. And so I feel like you've taken something away from me, Tyler, by doing these on Sunday. Because if anyone watches, my picks are usually almost all wrong because I pick with my heart and not with my head. And I really would have picked that one, and I feel like I'd get in my win category.
In all due fairness, my history with picking the Browns on this show. I've picked them so many times this year, and they have lost almost every single time. But yes, I did have the Browns picked yesterday. You can watch my TikTok video I posted. I did pick the Browns.
Right.
And thank God they actually came through for us.
What about that Viking Colts game? That
Oh
was
my God.
That was insane.
down 33-0.5, and you come back and make it the greatest come. I mean,
all I could think about when that game ended was what the Colts locker room would be like. I was like, that's just gotta be
silent and head down, like literally, like I mean, Jeff Saturday. Guys, Jeff Saturday. He played with Peyton Manning, and what can you say? I mean, what can you literally say right there? I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, but what about the?
I feel horrible for
halftime. I want to know how they got them guys fighting and make adjustment. I mean, that was an unbelievable game. Like, nobody didn't expect them to come back and win. Like, and they almost got cheated. Cause I saw it on the highlight that the Colts guy fumbled. He was standing up and they blew the whistle, and and Viking could got a scoop and score a touchdown. And if the Viking lose, that will be the conversation today and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that it was bad. That the referee should just swallow the whistle. I mean, that was terrible.
All right. So, hey, obviously the big game today after yesterday's awesome results, mainly getting back into first place with the Ravens loss. So, feels great to say. But obviously the game of most importance, at least in our eyes, is Bengals at Bucks. Bridget, why don't you start us off today? How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, I am remiss. I told Tyler, usually, we get on a little early, we prep, we get our small talk. I started categorizing my Bengals gear, and then all of a sudden it was 8:45, and I was like, oh shit. So I didn't get a chance to look at the Tampa injury report. Anyone aware of what the temperature is going to be like in Tampa today?
I don't know. I didn't get a chance, but I think
60 something maybe.
Yeah, I think the being improved, some key defender is questionable. The question, and I saw for all guys last night, T. Higgins and Tybo is playing.
They're playing. Hendrickson and Hilton are out.
Yeah, that's what the being improved. But yeah, I think Buccaneers do got some top players. It's questionable of playing today. They'll probably be game time decision and all that stuff, but. Hey, no matter what, we're gonna come out. We're gonna ball today. It doesn't matter.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna miss Hendrickson on Brady because I feel like Hendrickson could have really done work. The Bash brothers with Sam and Trey.
Yes.
I got the injury report pulled up here, Bridget. Jannard Avery, Jamel Dean, Carl Nassib, and Vita Vea are all out.
Okay.
Let's see. Mike Edwards, Julio Jones, Sean Murphy Bunting, Joe Tryon. Oh my God, I'm doing terrible with names. Antoine Winfield Jr. and Tristan Wirfs are all questionable.
Okay. And for us, Hendrickson and Hilton are probably some of the biggest playmakers.
Yeah. I think they're out too and all that stuff.
So I'm gonna go Bengals 31, Bucks 17.
Ooh. Okay.
Mark, how are you feeling?
I'm gonna go with 38. I'm gonna go 38-7. I think
I like
shutting down the GOAT.
Oh yeah, well, like I told Bing and Boo, we're gonna frustrate Tom Brady. And you guys see him, he get frustrated. Tablet flying away, cussing at his own teammate. During that Steeler game they lost. I mean, we're gonna make him frustrated, and that's what we gotta do. We gotta get him frustrated. We gotta get him rattled. We gotta get him out of that pocket and all that stuff. I mean, our defense is gonna come and play. Then our offense is gonna do the job. Joe Burrow's gonna get over 290 yards. I have a bet with the Bingo Boo. They did like a betting pool and all that stuff. And Dixon and P Ryan, they're gonna get the yard in, and Jamal Chase gonna get some yard. And T Higgins, Tybo, they're gonna. But defense gonna make Tom Brady just go mind blow. He's just gonna get it, and you can see his face because the game is gonna be on him. Because Jim Nantz and Tony Romo doing that game, and Roman's be like. Look at Tom Brady just angry, mad at his play because the Bengals just rattle him and get him all frustrated and all that stuff. And I want to see that. I want to see tablets get flowing around and all that stuff.
Agree.
I like this comment right here. I'm excited to see more Dax Hill, although I will miss Hendrickson. I'm super excited to see Asai after all the ribbing about the preseason sack not counting.
Yeah.
And I think with Hendrickson out and Mike Hilton out, Cam Taylor-Britt has been playing phenomenal football over the last couple of weeks, and it seems like he keeps getting better and better. So he's obviously going to get a huge workload today. Obviously, Dax Hill's going to get a little bit more play time, and hopefully Joseph Asai, takes advantage of this. He's obviously a very, very capable player of getting in the backfield and getting quarterback spaces. So. Those obviously going to be my two players to watch today, but I'm feeling pretty confident about this game. I'm going to go 23-17 Bengals in this one.
Okay.
So next up here, we usually stick with division games. We only got one other one for today, and that is Steelers at Panthers. I'll start this one off a little bit. I've been on a little bit of a this is probably bad for this show, but I've been on a little bit of a Steelers high here lately. I think they're kind of getting things together. Obviously TJ Watt coming back is helping out that defense. Quarterback position, though, on the other hand, it seems like it's getting worse. So, I'm still sticking with the Steelers in this one. Panthers are just kind of one of those weird teams this year that they're just kind of spotty at times. So, yeah, I'm going Steelers in this one. Bridget, what do you think about this?
I'm on Panthers. So Steelers, Panthers are coming in with the same record, 5-8. Panthers are 4-3 at home, and this game is in Carolina, right?
Yes.
Correct.
And
they're favored with 3 points. I see that. They're favored 3 points.
The Steelers are 3-4 away. So I'm going to take the minor data point that says Panthers do better at home. Steelers don't do as well when they're away. And I'm going to... There's a part of me that thinks this could go into overtime and that it's something like a Panthers 24, Steelers 21.
All right. Mark, how about you?
This is tough because you got two teams on the downfall and all that stuff, and Carolina going through a new coach. You fire their coach and all that stuff, and going through quarterbacks. Is Sam Darnold the starting quarterback now or something? I don't even know who's the starting quarterback.
I think that's who's starting now.
Yeah,
that's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, they got that one kid who played for XFL and all that stuff. They signed him and all that stuff. So. if I was a betting man, Carolina is favored by 3 points. So, it's going to be a close game. Two teams are going to struggle to get some points. I think it's going to be, I'm going to say Carolina 14, Steelers 10. It's going to be a low scoring game. It's going to be a struggle for both teams.
Oh, yeah. I feel that, and I see Trubisky is starting for the Panthers, and it looks like Darnold is starting for. All right, Trubisky starting for the Steelers and Darnold for the Panthers. So I think a lot of Steelers fans are actually calling for Mason Rudolph, which
why not? It is on the team for a long time. Why not put him in there?
It is Christmas, so why not let Rudolph play in some football?
Yes.
All right, so our third game on our slate today, we have Titans at Chargers, and I didn't even get into playoff scenarios for the Bengals here. We cannot clinch a playoff spot this week, but a Bengals win this week plus a Patriots and Chargers loss this week, plus one of the following, either Chargers or a Jets loss, or Bengals win in Week 16 would lock a playoff spot up for us. So Bengals fans probably rooting for the Chargers and Patriots to lose today. Titans, though, are a little bit sketchy right now, I feel like. I just don't trust this team at all. But the Chargers are kind of the same way as well. It's just like they have a decent offense. It seems like they're getting a little bit healthier, getting some wide receivers back, but that defense has just not performed to the level that, I feel like they invested all that money this offseason. It just has not shown up yet. So I'm going to do it again. And I'm almost as bad with the Chargers as I am with the Browns, but I'm going to pick the Chargers. I'm going to go 24. Let's do 24-16 Chargers. Mark, what are you thinking?
Well, Tennessee, they've been on losing. They lost 3 straight games when we kind of like broke them. Like they lost to the Eagles. They lost to the Jaguars.
Jaguars last week.
Yeah, I mean Jaguar is slowly trying to build some noise and all that stuff. And Tennessee, they've been not playing good ball. And I got to pick the Chargers because I think Chargers is going. They have a better offense and they got a little better defense. I mean, Tennessee, they got to get King Henry, they call him, going all that stuff. If they don't get King Henry going, Ryan Tannehill he's not a guy that you want to put on his shoulder. But yeah, I picked the Chargers because I think Tennessee is starting to fall apart and all that stuff. And I like Mike Vrabel and all that stuff, great coach, but I picked Chargers. I think Chargers is going to win 28-14. That's my prediction.
You're similar to mine, Mark. So I think the Titans, it has become clear that Derrick Henry is really the weapon they have. Mm-hmm. And it is very possible to shut down a single weapon, to sass DJ Reader. So with Chargers, Titans in LA, I'm going Chargers 34, Titans 12.
Ooh, all right. I can see that Charles put us some ball because Justin Herbert, he's a good ball player. I'm a
big fan of Herbert.
Yeah, he is. He is a good player and all that stuff. And Charles, they did a right choice drafting and all that stuff. But yeah, I can see them putting up 30-some points against the 10 seed.
Right on. We are not getting much variety here, guys. Maybe this next game will switch us up here a little bit. We got Patriots at Raiders, another somewhat playoff indication or playoff game to watch for the Bengals here. So Raiders here. Oh man, another weird. The whole AFC West has been a weird division this year. Everybody, and including myself, thought this was going to be one of the best, if not the best divisions in the NFL this year.
My ESPN.
I thought it was my headphones again. I was like, oh God, not again.
No.
But yeah, the AFC West has been interesting. A lot of disappointments here. It seems like Derek Carr and Devontae Adams are getting hot. Mm-hmm. And I just don't trust the Patriots. I like their defense. I'm not a fan of their offense, but out in Las Vegas, I'm going to go Raiders in this one, and I'm going to do 27. Let's do 27-20 in favor of the Raiders. Bridget, what are you thinking?
Just because we don't want to be vanilla and all be the same, I'm going to take the Patriots. I'm going to take the Patriots. I feel like these are two very inconsistent teams, right? And I feel like both have good moments, both have struggles. I'm going to take the Patriots, and I'm going to do 2016.
Okay. Mark, how are you feeling?
I mean, I did saw something last night I was working out. Bill Belichick, he gets his POJ, his coaching staff, he's 11-11 and all that stuff. And Bill Belichick, he's kind of going on the downgrade, all that stuff. He's not – I mean, he's still a good coach, but he's kind of losing that juice and all that stuff. And like I say, Las Vegas Raiders slowly coming on, like Derek Carr adding the ball and up and all that stuff. So, I mean, this is a tough one also because Patriots, they're still in the playoff hunt. Raiders, I don't know. What's the Raiders record this year?
They're 5-8. They're fringe. They're really close.
Yeah, they're very close, and I don't know. They're in the playoff picture. I mean, they might try to make some noise, but I'm gonna go with. You know what? I'm gonna go with the Raiders with this. I mean, like I say, the offense is not. I mean, it's weird. It's like it's not like it was last year. That stuff. Mac Jones was like balling up and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go Raiders. Oh, I'm gonna go with 31-17.
Right on. All right, and our last game that we got here, we got Lions at Jets.
Ooh, I love this so
Man.
much.
Okay.
And Bridget, I know you got a soft spot in your heart for the Lions here, so I'll let you get us started.
Oh, I love it. So, Mark, I am originally from Michigan. I've been in Cincinnati for 10 years. I was not a big NFL fan, but it was just like de facto, right? You're from Michigan, you're a Lions fan. My dad has been my dad's 67, diehard Lions fan. We've brought him over to the Houday Nation, but
There you go.
I haven't gotten a commitment from him. If it's a Bengals Lions Super Bowl, who's you really pulling for? And I
that's-
haven't gotten an answer. So
tough.
the Lions are interesting, fellas, because during preseason, I said that they didn't have a chance. I said all of the what's the show that they were on? Not Man in the Arena. That's
Hard
Tom
Knocks?
Brady.
Hard Knocks, yeah.
I said they're too emotional. They're already too like meh. And I know nothing against emotion. I love it. I didn't think it was right for that team in that moment, and they proved me right for about 6 games, and now they're proving me wrong. And I think they are pretty fire. So I'm gonna go Lions over Jets, 38-31.
Ooh, high scoring game. Okay.
Mark, what do we got?
I mean, Lions, they've been playing good. They've won 5 out of 6 games. They was 1 in something, and
Yeah.
they got a good
1
head
and
coach.
6.
Yeah, 1 and 6, and they won 5 straight games or something like that. I mean, they got a good coach. I mean, Campbell is the guy. He just got to get his own team, his own play. And I mean, I think the Lions will beat the Jets. I mean, Jets quarterback controversy. They have I don't know who's starting quarterback today. It's Zach Wilson.
It's White.
Yeah, they're going back to Wilson.
Are they going back to Wilson? Is White still hurt? Or are
Yeah,
they just, okay.
His rib. I mean, I saw something like on the video after the game. He was holding his rib. He was saying, but yeah. I mean, they go back and forth with quarterback. I mean, I don't really trust Zach to be the guy and all that stuff. Which, I mean, if you guys pick him so high up, and you guys going with Mike White, that's not good. That's not good with the locker room. That's not good with the camaraderie and all that stuff. But I'm going with Lions with it. Lions, they'll just make some noise. And I mean, I root for Lions. I have cousins who live in Michigan, all that stuff. I mean, and I root for Lions because they was like us. We was like laughing stock. But with Matt Stafford, Calvin Johnson, they had a good year, went to the playoffs. So I'm picking the line with this, and I'm gonna go with. And you said the ball going high scoring game, but shoot, I'm gonna go with 28-10. Jets only get 10 points, and Lions just get 28 points and all that stuff.
I like it.
All right. Well, hey, I'm kind of feeling the same way you guys are. Obviously, the whole quarterback carousel that they got going on in New York it's never a good thing. So the Jets are kind of struggling. I still love Sauce Gardner on their defensive side, but man, the Lions are hot right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rolling with the Lions in this one, and I'm going to go in a blowout. I'm going 35-13 Lions.
Okay.
Nice.
High scoring game and all that stuff,
The Lions have been putting up points.
Yeah,
They really have.
And Jared Goff is coming along and all that stuff. I mean, he could be their guy, but I think in a couple years, I think the Lions going to go to a different direction. I think they're going to get somebody from the draft this upcoming year. What next year quarterback draft is pretty big this year. I think maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, probably C.J. Stroud's probably going to be leaving High State, and I don't know who else I got to look up. But yeah, I think the Lions, they're going to keep Goff around for a few, and then they're going to go a different direction and get their guy. Hopefully, get their guy, their future. Just like us, Joe Boy, our future.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, we are running on an hour here. I think we should start turning towards wrapping up the show here. But Mark, pleasure having you on the show today. Definitely going to stop by next home game.
Yes.
I've been meaning to do it, man. I see you down there doing your thing.
Come on down. We're probably going to be tailgating starting at 10 o'clock, probably, most likely.
Sounds good, man.
Like I'll mess you, I'll keep you in the loop and all that. And Bridget, you're more welcome to come along. We'll all Bingo Bomb Squad West.
I love it. I have to. My only thing is, I have to stop at Bengal Trailer to do a little rhyming toast at one point.
You know what? I gotta go see them guys. I not got a chance to go see them guys yet.
You do.
And I used to tailgate with them guys a long time ago before I met, the Bingo Bomb Squad West, Chris Need, Gray Irie, Vicky, great people. I hope you guys get to meet them. They're great people and all that stuff. We do great stuff over there. Like all tailgate, we are the rowdy one. The Bingo Bomb, the bomb on the lot one, they're rowdy too, but they're not like us, But yeah, you guys get chance. I gotta go over there to the Bingo Trailer.
Come on over.
I saw one of the guy. I saw I was walking because next home game it's probably gonna be crazy because everybody be like, "You're the third down guy. Can we take a picture?" It's like I'm a payer. I'm ready for it and all that stuff. It's gonna be amazing. That's why I'm gonna get to my tailgate early, spend time with my crew, my fam. I call them my family. Then after that, the mayhem. Everybody's want to, talk to me, and I'm more welcome to talk. I told people I want to reach out to them, meet them, and all that stuff. But you guys get a chance to come down Longwood Hall, tailgate with us, And like I said, I'll make a trip to Bingo Trailer and all that stuff. I need to go see them guys.
Awesome.
Sounds good. Well, hey, again, Mark, thanks again for joining us here this morning.
Thank you for having me. It's a humble and pleasure that you guys have. And I'm more welcome to come back on, ask me, and I'm, like I say, I'll be more welcome to join with you guys. I mean, I saw the preview. That's a lot of fans, like a lot of top fans, former players and all that stuff. You guys have amazing show. You guys bring on the big time name people, and it's an amazing show. You guys have a great job and all that stuff. Keep up with the good work. And like I say, I'm more welcome to come back on the show. You guys do an amazing job.
Hey, thank you very much, man.
Thanks,
and let's bring them this win today. Hooday.
Hooday.
All right, man. I'm so glad we finally got a chance to talk to Mark. Like I said, I see him every Sunday doing this thing, and to see a guy getting the love and appreciation for what he does at the stadium is absolutely awesome. So.
It did make me feel a little sad. Like, I want to go to Paycor now. Like, I'm feeling the game day energy, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? Where am I gonna go? Jackpot Joey, they're all in Tampa, so not doing the RJ Theater today. So I got to figure out where to harness all of Mark's third down and defensive energy, because I'm ready and ready to keep that streak. That 6-game winning streak, get us to 10 wins. Yeah, let's go to 6 and let's do it.
Hell yeah. So I know you typically segue over to Meg's ASL video, but I was unfortunately having troubles with that this morning. Meg, I really appreciate you doing this again for us. I'm sorry, Whitney usually takes care of that for us. I will be posting that video to our YouTube channel, and then I'll eventually be tweeting that out, so keep your eyes out on that. Meg has some awesome sign language for you guys. And Meg, I'm really sorry about that. That's on me. It's being a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be, but and we don't have a turn today either. Damn. See how quick this show falls apart without me.
Whitney, we need you. Come back.
we need parental supervision.
And the hilarious part is with like video, I could be zero help. I'd be like, buttons, pressing the buttons.
Oh shoot! My computer is actually somewhat catching up this morning, so I'm actually somewhat functional with this show. So.
Well, we'll send Meg. We love you, Meg. We'll get it up. We'll tweet it, retweet it, and then I will try to use it in some of my game vernacular. Whit always says when you practice it and you use it and you're really intentional about it, it really does stick. It's super cool. And Meg, we're so appreciative that you do that for the show and for the fans.
And I had one more banner on here that I'm looking for. Crap. I guess let's crap. I'm struggling here today. Oh, that's what it was. That was what it was. We have not done this segment in a while, so I'm going to try to get this promoted again. Let's just roll the graphic. So there we go. We have not done this segment in a while, guys. No matter where you're at today, whether you're at home with your family watching the game, you're at a bar. I know we got a lot of fans down in Tampa Bay. Tweet out those game day videos, how you do game day. Be sure to use hashtag fans on the prowl. Would love to get that segment going again back on this show. So yeah, use the hashtag and for a chance to be featured on next week's show.
And we all just want to see it. We want to
We do.
see your rituals, your superstitions, your cheers, your like post-game celebrations. We want to see it all.
Absolutely. I mean, like we said when we started this segment, there's a million ways to fan. Whether you're standing on seats, screaming your head off, waving your towel like Mark does, hell, maybe just chilling out on the couch at home. We want to see you all. Anything you got, guys. We'll get it up on the podcast next week. And then also, we are a couple weeks away. Got to give a shout out here to our good friends at Betfred Sports. We're a couple weeks away from legal gambling going live here in the state of Ohio. So be sure to pre-register with Betfred Sports. They're still doing giveaways for the remainder of the season. You have a chance to win sweet tickets to the Betfred Sports Suite at Paycor Stadium. Obviously, we still have 2 home games yet with the Bills and the Ravens. I'm not sure if they're doing playoff games. I'd imagine they would. I just don't want to commit to. I don't want to commit to that without firm knowledge on that. But lots of giveaways. They're giving away free bets and plenty of Bengals and Betfred Sports swag. So be sure to get in on that. So, Bridget, I think we can about wrap this thing up for today. Any final thoughts?
No, I'm just ready. I mean, it feels like it's going to be a bit of a wait until 4:25, but I have a feeling you and I have some soccer to go watch for that
Absolutely.
World Cup final. Vive la France from my side. Don't let my husband's Argentina jersey sway you on what your opinion is. But I say let's have the Bengals pirate the Bucks down in Tampa, and I'm ready. Let's go. 6-game winning streak, 10-2 that would take us in the last 12 games. And that's something I think we all really need and want to see. So let's go Bengals. Hooday.
Hell yeah, hooday. Guys, enjoy your game day. We'll see y'all next week. Oh, big shout out here. I always forget to do this. Thank you to everybody in the chat. In the chat. Stranger, Derek, Greg, Dale. Who else we got here? We got Meg. Comments need to load a little quicker for me here. If I didn't see anybody on here, Hooday88, Eric, you're in here as well. I'm trying to get better at this every week. Kane, Haas, thank you guys for joining us every Sunday. It's always greatly appreciated. We love your support. And as always, guys, we'll let you go now. I'm rambling too much. Hooday.
Bye, y'all.